Hey, it's Renee with Harvest Hill Cottage. Today we're going to play with the Jami Ray Vintage mini grain sack stencils to create some really fun home decor. First up is some pretty little floral arrangements in a little mini grain sack. And so I ordered these sachets, little sachet bags from Amazon. And I'll post links below for everything I'm using here today. But they come blank and ready for your inspiration and your creativity. So I went ahead and used the little grain sack stencils on the sachets to create mini grain sacks for my florals. And they turned out just darling. I can't wait to show you. So I tape my stencil in place. You can freehand and not worry about taping, but I am a little sloppy, so I do not trust myself without taping my stencils down. So I just use the frog tape. Make sure you use a fabric paint or any boutique paint is fine as long as you ensure that it's fabric safe. My paint of choice is Fusion Mineral Paint. It is appropriate for fabric, and as long as you heat set it with a heat gun or an iron, your pieces can be washed once they have cured. So that's what I used on all of my projects here today. Make sure you use a really good stenciling brush. You want nice, firm, stiff bristles that aren't going to splatter and push the paint under your stencil. So that's really important. I like the Jami Ray Vintage brushes. And then here on this particular bag, I'm using Fusion's Liberty Blue. And I'm just pouncing that color right onto the stencil. There you have it. Pull your stencil up right away. Don't wait for your paint to dry. And that turned out great. Cute little grain sack. I forgot to mention, do put a piece of cardboard inside the bag. That way you don't get paint on the back side of your bag. Okay, now it's time to make your little floral arrangement. You can use whatever container you have around the house, baby food jars, small jars, cans, and so forth work fine. A little bit of foam into your container, and then add your floral. I find florals in lots of different places. These particular yellow roses came from Hobby Lobby. Always wait until they go on sale. Every other week or so they're half off, and you can get some really fine quality florals for good prices. Walmart, sometimes you can find some good florals at Walmart. Dollar General, even Dollar Tree. If you're selective, you can find some really pretty florals. Once you're satisfied with your arrangement, go ahead and set it inside the grain sack. I just fold the upper edges down so it's a little easier to work with. And then I just add some polyfill just to add some substance to the grain sack and, make it feel and look a little bit fuller. And I just play around with that until it looks and feels right to me. I would like to mention that this project was inspired by a friend of mine, Bri, over at Upcycled by Bri. If you do not follow her, or if you're not familiar with Bri, Upcycled by Bri, go ahead and check her out. She's got some great ideas for home decor, as well as my friend Connie at The Painted Photographer. Both of these ladies are super inspiring. And once you're satisfied with your little grain sack, just go ahead and fill the top with some Spanish moss, and that just helps your floral arrangement to look more natural. And I love that Spanish moss kind of poking out of the top. And just finish off your bag with some jute string, and there you have it. Really cute little arrangement. We do have a few of these available on our website if you would prefer to order them already made rather than make them yourself. I also like to find blank tea towels and aprons and napkins and things and add the grain sack stencil. That's a fun little quick project, and they look so cute. Those little grain sack bags that we made also make great sachets, and so you can just add like these lavender buds into the sachets. I double bag them, and same technique, just do the little grain sack stencil and then add your lavender or whatever herb you choose into your bag, and tie it up real cute, and you've got a really pretty little sachet for a gift or to display on a dresser or in a bathroom. And lastly, I use the grain sack stencil as well as the grain sack stripe stencil to create these little DIY pillows, and that is just some drop cloth fabric that I tore. If you don't know this, you can tear drop cloth fabric and it tears nice and straight, and I stenciled on it, and then I attached it to this pillow cover that I ordered from Amazon. Then I just used some hem tape to attach the drop cloth grain sack that I created by simply ironing it on with the hem tape, and it attached really nicely with the iron so that there was no sewing involved.
I can totally sew. I just choose not to sew if I can help it most of the time.
Oh yeah, the best part about drop cloth fabric is that it frays beautifully. So I just pulled out those threads and it frayed really nicely up until the point of where that hem tape had been ironed on. And there you have it. Great projects today. I hope you enjoyed it. Most of what you see here is available for purchase on our website, and I'll be sure to drop links below. The supplies can also be found either on our website or through our Amazon affiliate. Again, I'll drop all of the links below. Thanks for joining us. Please subscribe so you can hang out with us again in the future, and we hope to see you again soon.